How do you not absorb someone else's energy? First things first, how powerful that you are even noticing that you are taking on someone else's energy. Let's acknowledge that. That's actually a very powerful way to know that we are somehow energetically all connected and linked. When we are absorbing someone else's energy, there's a couple of things happening here, and these are really, really simple adjustments you can make to instead be in your light and be in your power. And when I say be in your power, I just mean be aware of self and have beautiful choice with your energy and what you choose to do with it. We take on other people's energies when we are actually out of our own power, when we are people pleasing, when we are trying to make other people happy, which is actually a control mechanism. People pleasing is a control mechanism so that we like what others think about ourselves. While it's also important that we mind our own business. So I teach how to do energy work with integrity, not because I was born perfect or because I do it perfectly with integrity every single time, but because as an energy practitioner with 15 years of experience, I have learned that doing energy work with integrity is actually a choice in every single given moment. So I would never say I'm love and light. I would say, well, I simply choose to do my best and do energy work with integrity every single time I do it. So when we take on someone else's energy, we actually may not be minding our own business. Can you believe that? So we want to reflect. We want to reflect. Are we maybe sticking our nose somewhere it shouldn't be? Are we feeling the need to give to someone and support them and help them, but we're not taking good care of ourselves? It's beautiful to be able to help people, but if we're not supporting our own selves and our own energy first, our tank is going to be pretty empty, and what we can give them won't be as bountiful. This is what I teach in my book, Your Energy First, How to Be Your Own Transformational Healer. That's coming out in a few months, is how do we actually care for our energy first so that we can show up as our best selves for the people we care about? It's a very powerful place to be. The other thing is sometimes we simply absorb energy because we simply absorb energy. So let's go through a beautiful activation to get you to the point where you know that's not the case. So just this last weekend, I was on a trip. I did my first half marathon, and we were in a town that has a ton of live music. It was so much fun, and we were out and about in crowds all the time. And I was staying in a room with a couple of my friends. I didn't have time to myself, and so I didn't go through my normal meditation practice. But what I did do is this activation throughout my day. I just, whenever I felt the nudge that I needed it, if I was around a lot of people, or even if I wasn't, it's this clearing and grounding activity that you can do that is so simple. And this is catered to your unique energy because believe it or not, everybody's energy is so special and so unique. First things first, we connect with our inner light. Our inner light, everyone has, it's our connection, it's our home base to whatever your source energy is, God, the universe, the divine, etc. And then, and that's where we get our energy from, right? If we're using our own energy for everything, we're actually going to feel drained. As a practitioner, I never use my own energy. I connect with source. I receive. I set the intention that the client connects with their source and they receive exactly what it is they need. Source does the heavy lifting. Got it? That makes it really fun. So you bring out your magic wand, aka your beautiful mind, and you gently direct the energy where to go. And then the energy does the healing work. All right. So I set the intention I'm connected to my inner light. This is also how we know we're doing energy work with integrity is we are connected to the greatest loving power that knows exactly what it is you need, or maybe exactly what it is someone else needs. So now we say, please run divine clearing and balancing energy for me. And we're just going to allow that energy to move through us for a moment. Maybe you notice a little something, maybe you don't. Either way's okay. And then we want to say, okay, so this may be enough. If you practice this enough, just that one gentle little shift could be enough. The other thing you can do is you can say, I set the intention for beautiful boundaries to keep out any energy that is not for my highest good. I set the intention. My energy is mine, and I'm so grateful for it. Taking a moment to breathe in. The other intuitive message that's coming through that spirit, now when I say spirit, I'm talking about the activation of source energy, okay? Because I'm connected to my light and I ask for help, and then help comes forward. Source is providing its activation, which for me is spirit, but people have a lot of definitions for that. So now what we want to do is look at the fact that when we co-create with someone else, we are essentially creating, blossoming our energy to then manifest and create with someone else's energy. So your energy can still be beautifully yours, be beautifully safe, sacred, bountiful, full, protected, and alive, and moving and vibrant. And a part of it can move off and beautifully, beautifully, while still being you, be co-creating with someone else. The two are not mutually exclusive, yet you can know in your heart of hearts that your light and your connection is always yours, and that's something nobody can take away from you. Thank you so much for being here. Please be sure to like and subscribe and leave a comment. How did this work for you? How did it feel? What other things, what other activations and videos would you like to see on here? I've got so much information. I am going to start to trickle these things out here and also in my upcoming books. Thank you so much for being here and bringing more of your light and wisdom into this world.